Back again to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you all how to go about the fixing of your zipper properly to your waistband so that you can attain this neat finishing at the end of the day that enhances your sewing and makes it look very neat and professional. It is ideal for all fashion designers, and if you're a beginner as well, please start up with this particular method I'm about to share with you. Continue watching this video to the very end and don't forget to like and subscribe. With all that being said, let's get started with today's tutorial. You must have joined the sides of your skirt or your trouser, and the only part that should be left open is the zipper area. So now I'm going to be stitching my down. So this is the wrong side of my fabric. I'm going to be taking the measurement from my waist where I want my zipper to be starting. So from these 10 inches now I marked, I'm going to be marking half of an inch. Then I'll mark half of an inch to the very end and stitch this down. I have done this, and this is what I have. This is the wrong side of my skirt. Remember, you can also use this method for your trouser as well. Now I'm turning this my skirt now in to the right side of my fabric. Now I'm going to be working on this zipper area. I'll take the measurement on my waist area, the round measurement from this part all the way to the other side. And what I have in total is 35 inches. So I'll cut out a piece. So this piece I have right here now is 2.5 inches wide. When I'm done stitching, I want this to come at 1.5 inches, okay? Then for the length, it is longer than 35 inches. So I'm okay with this, right? So this piece I have right here now is my fabric I use for the skirt part as well, as you can see right here. So I'm going to be getting this piece, which is my band. The right side of this my piece, I'll be pinning it to the right side of the waist area of my skirt. You can see what I'm doing right there. Right side of my band is facing the right side of the waist area of my skirt. Now I'm pinning it at this top part, which is also the waist area of my skirt. So when you get to your seam, ensure that you open it up just as I'm doing right here, so that by the time you're done stitching your band, your seam can appear very flat when you wear your dress, okay? So now I'm done pinning. I'll now cut off that excess I have right there. So the next thing now is that I'm going to be stitching this down on that top part. I'll mark half of an inch and stitch this from this end all the way to the other side. Remember, this is the top part that I am stitching all the way to the other side. So when you flip it to the right side, this is what it will look like. I'm done stitching this using half of an inch. Then I'm going to be flipping this my band to the right side so that it can face the camera. So the next thing now I'm going to be fixing will be my zipper. So I'll just flip this to the back part of my skirt. Then I'll cut off that excess as well I have ready. Then I'll get my matching colored zipper, which is also green in color. I'm going to get the right side of my zipper and I'll place it on this right side of my zipper allowance area and start pinning. So when you get to these joints you have between your waist area and your band, try to take it up or you raise it up and pin, okay? So by the time I did this now, I will continue with my pinning. So after pinning, I'll be stitching this from the top part using just half of an inch and stop at this point right here. So this is what it will look like. When you're done stitching for one part, also do the same thing for this other side as well. Stitch it down. Make sure you pin as well, okay? So just pin it down and stitch just like this as I've done for this other side. So I'm going to do this behind the camera and this is what I have. Now, this zipper we have right here is long, but later I'll be doing something to it. So I opened up my zipper and this is what yours should look like inside. I have a second band, which is also 2.5 inches wide and long enough to go around my waist. I'll be getting it the right side. Make sure that the right side of this first band is facing the right side of this second band. Also, on the top part, I'm going to be pinning this all around from one part of my zipper to the other end. So when I get to this part, I also cut off the excess. Now I'll use half of an inch and now stitch all the way from this point all around till I get to this other side. So when I get to this other side, I'm going to come up by half of an inch from the base of this my band, like this, half of an inch. Okay, then I'll stitch this now straight down from here and stop exactly on this half of an inch. But remember that first of all, we'll be stitching the top part all around using half of an inch. I'll do it again here. Stitch all around using half of an inch. Then you come up by half of an inch from the base of this your band and now stitch straight and stop right there. So this is what I mean. I've stitched this all around using half of an inch. Then here I stitch straight and stopped exactly on this half of an inch. Then this excess band, sorry, zipper we have, I went on ahead to cut it off and now trim off this part a little so that it doesn't look bulky. So I'm going to be turning this my second band now to the right side. So you can see how neat it's looking so far. So just try to use your hand to adjust it properly. So it's actually advisable you iron and interfacing to the wrong side of your band for your two bands before you go on ahead to stitch it to your waist area. It also gives it a better fit. But because this is not compulsory for this particular outfit, that is why. But it is very advisable, okay? And Esther is okay, a clothes gum is okay, and the rest of them. So I'm just going ahead to arrange my band very well like this, and I'm using my iron to iron it down so that it comes out flat. Please use a steam iron or you can sprinkle water as well. So when I was done with that now, I got my hemming gum. This is my hemming gum. I raise, you can see what I did. I raised this band up like this and now place down my hemming gum inside. Now I'm going to be folding that half of an inch extra which I didn't stitch on my band, and I'll make sure that I fold it on top of my hemming gum. All right, so when I do this now, I'll place my hot iron on it so that my hemming gum will melt. So when you do this, your band is going to stick together and stitching it on your sewing machine will not be an issue because you already have it in place. So because I always use a hemming gum, that is why I hardly iron my interfacing, okay, because my hemming gum will already make my band to be stable at a place. Do you understand? So I'll continue doing this for the rest of the band, and when I'm done, this is what I have. This is how neat it is. Funny enough, I am yet to run a stress stitch at the base of this my band, but my hemming gum is already making it look very stable and strong. So the next thing is to now run a stress stitch at the base here like this all the way to the other side. I'm yet to do it here. I didn't do it before showing you guys so you all can see what a hemming gum can do to your waistband. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time on this same channel. Have a lovely time ahead of you. Bye.